welcome to the Disney News Show. Here's your host, CruellasFurCoat.
Yes, this is the Disney News Show. I am Joe Worthington, aka CruellasFurCoat, and this is episode 47 for Sunday the 30th of September 2012. Now, I hope you're having a great week. This weekend at Walt Disney World, it's actually a really busy weekend, and there's been loads of stuff going on. Some stuff I'm going to talk about later on, some stuff that I might just mention now. We've actually had the Food and Wine Festival, the Epcot International Food and Wine Festival, should I say. That opened on Friday, on the 28th of September, and that now runs all the way through into November, and I think it looks fantastic this year. It looks fantastic as always. I've been to the Food and Wine Festival the past 2 years, and it's really been one of my favourite things to do at Walt Disney World. So so I hope people are enjoying that. Also this weekend saw the Frank and Weenie kind of weekend at Downtown Disney. We've seen the debut of Jack and Sally from Tim Burton's Nightmare Before Christmas at Downtown Disney. They've had really long lines, like 90-minute lines, to go and see Jack and Sally over the past 2 days, and they're also there today. And we've also had the Run Disney events. Yesterday saw the 5k Haunted, is it called Happy Haunted race, which looked really, really awesome. And there was also the Tower of Terror 10 miler going on. So really great stuff happening this weekend at Walt Disney World. I hope everyone who has taken part in them great things is having great fun, and if anyone has had the chance to go and take a look, then definitely let me know. And that is fantastic stuff there. So quite a lot of news again this week, mostly from Walt Disney World. Just lots of stuff has been going on, been announced, and happening over this past week that I'm going to tell you about today. So let's get straight to it, and we're going to start off with the Walt Disney World news. And actually today sees the opening of the Magic Kingdom's newest merchandise location, which is Big Top Souvenirs. And as many of you'll know, this is the new store, which is located at the Storyboard Circus area of New Fantasyland. And it's actually, as you'll know if you've been previously, it's a remodelling of one of the old tents at Mickey's Toontown Fair. And this new store sells everything you kind of expect from a Disney merchandise location. You've got stuff like apparel, you've got plushes, you've got pins of animation, all that kind of stuff. But lots of it has got this circus and Dumbo theme to it. So I'm really a big fan of that, and I love what they've been doing there. So lots and lots of Dumbo themed clothing and stuff like that. So great news to see that there. There's also actually an area called Big Top Treats, which is actually kind of like the centrepiece of this new location, and it offers treats such as cotton candy and caramel apples and stuff like that, ice cream, iced stuff like that. So great stuff happening there. I think it's kind of themed towards Goofy, Goofy's Candy Company, that portion there, because obviously you've got Goofy's Barnstormer just in Storyboard Circus. So there we have some great news from Storyboard Circus. The Big Top Souvenirs is opening at the Magic Kingdom today. We also have a little bit more news from the Storyboard Circus, and we actually finally have confirmation that the third tent at the Storyboard Circus is going to be a quick service location offering snacks to Magic Kingdom guests. So we hadn't actually known what this was going to be. We kind of did think that it was going to be a counter service location. However, it's now been confirmed. But we also know that this is going to be the area for distribution of fast passes for the two Storyboard Circus attractions. We've got the Barnstormer or the Great Goofini, and also the Dumbos. So you can now, well, when that opens, I'm not exactly sure when it's opening. I'm sure it'll be later this month, or sorry, next month in October. But the distribution for fast passes will be taking place from that tent. I'm not sure if it'll have a name. I'm sure it probably will. I don't really know what it is yet. But yeah, so that won't be happening over at PhilharMagic anymore. It's going to be happening actually in Storyboard Circus, so that's some good news there. Sticking at the Magic Kingdom now, and we have had an announcement this week that the Big Thunder Mountain Railroad at Magic Kingdom is the next attraction to receive an interactive queue. And so this queue is going to be similar to the one that we've seen at the Many Adventures of Winnie the Pooh and also at the Haunted Mansion. And so I guess this is quite exciting, really. I do like these interactive queues, and I think they're worth it. And so, I do think that Big Thunder Mountain is a good place for it. I mean, I think the fact that it you do on Big Thunder Mountain, it's one of them rides. It's not a continuous ride. It's one where you move a bit and then you stop and then you move again. You know what I mean? So I think that's the best for the interactive queues, and so that is great news there. We're not sure exactly when it's going to be happening, but seeing as they've announced it now, I'd expect it to be taking place in the next couple of months or so. So let me know what you think about interactive queues. I know on the IMDA podcast a couple of shows ago, they talked about whether it would be a good thing to have an interactive queue at Pirates of the Caribbean, and personally I don't think that would be a best place for an interactive queue, and personally I see that the Big Thunder Mountain is a better place for an interactive queue. And if you want to let me know what you think, then just leave a comment, and I like hearing what you guys think. So so that is all the news from the Magic Kingdom this week. Moving over to Disney's Animal Kingdom, and starting tomorrow, animal guides are set to be offered for the first time. And these guides are going to cover, they're going to be tours kind of covering most of the animals which you would find at Animal Kingdom, and they are going to be kind of given by tour guides who are going to give additional information about lots of the animals. So I think this is actually really quite something that should have been done at Animal Kingdom ages ago. I think this is a great idea, and I can't wait to see what it's like. So really, really exciting news there. It's actually going to be taking place, obviously, from tomorrow, the 1st of October, up until the 30th of November. So it's going to be kind of a 2-month trial period. We're going to see how it goes, and I'm really looking forward to seeing what people think of this, because obviously Animal Kingdom, it's all about the animals, and animal guides are what you would expect, really, isn't it, from an animal park or a zoo kind of thing. I know it's not a zoo, obviously, but yeah, so that is great news there. Animal guides happening at Animal Kingdom from tomorrow. Okay, moving to Downtown Disney now, and as some of you may know, the Characters of Flight hot air balloon at Walt Disney World's Downtown Disney has been closed since July, whilst an investigation into an accident with a similar balloon in Hong Kong has taken place, and now that's kind of all finished, a new balloon is ready to go at Downtown Disney, and it's been prepared for test flights. I know there's been some test flights that's been happening. I know there was some yesterday, and so that is good stuff there. But we don't actually know when this exactly is going to be opening. So I will bring you all the latest news as soon as I have it, and so we can hope that it's going to be happening within the next couple of weeks, if not days, really. Because if it's all there, it's all set to go. I mean, yeah, I'm sure Disney cannot wait to get this back up and running, because it is always really popular, and I'm sure that Disney has not been very pleased that they've had to close this down for the past couple of months. I mean, it's been 3 months or so that it's been closed, or at least it will be by the time it opens, and so it's going to be really exciting to see if there's anything new added to this at all. I don't think there will be, personally, but it'll be interesting to see when this reopens sometime soon. So now on to our last piece of news from Walt Disney World, and last week I spoke about a lot of the ongoing refurbishment of Disney's Grand Floridian Resort and Spa at Walt Disney World, and this week saw the opening of a new water play area at the resort, and this play area is now themed towards Alice in Wonderland, and it actually looks really, really cool. It's by the beach pool, if you know where that is, at Disney's Grand Floridian, and I think this looks really, really great. And I think, although the theming may be seen as a little bit childish, and obviously the Grand Floridian is quite an elaborately elegant resort, but I think it really does kind of go nicely, and it's for kids, so it is great, and I think you should definitely check out some of the pictures if you go onto www.magic.com. They've got some great images there of this new water play area, and it's got slides, it's got kind of waves, it's got a shallow play area, like water area as you would expect, and it's got this structure in the middle, like, you know, it's got stuff to play on, and so it looks really, really nice. I mean, I'm not really doing a very good job of describing it, but I think you should go and check out some photos for yourself, and let me know what you think. I think the fact that Gran Floridian is already quite themed towards Alice in Wonderland with the breakfast that they have there, the character breakfast, and so great stuff there, and I do love the Gran Floridian, and so it's great to see more upgrades coming all the time, and I will bring you all the latest news from the Gran Floridian as it happens. So that is all of the latest news from Walt Disney World this week, and we now have some general parks news regarding both Walt Disney World and Disneyland, and a new range of merchandise inspired by some classic Disney villains is to debut at both Walt Disney World and Disneyland in late October. Now, you know how much of a big villains fan I am, and so this is great to see that the villains are getting another line of merchandise. I know they seem to be getting loads of stuff nowadays. I mean, it's great stuff to see that that the villains are still being recognised and still being loved so much by so many fans that Disney thinks that they can have more lines of merchandise, which is great. I mean, we had the line last year around this similar time, which had apparel for the characters of the Evil Queen, Maleficent, Cruella, and Ursula. And this year's actually is going to see the Evil Queen, Maleficent, Scar, and Chernabog, which is quite interesting, really, and I thought that was some really great ideas. Obviously, the Queen and Maleficent are always included in anything to do with villains, and but I thought it was really interesting for them to choose Chernabog and Scar. And there's going to be clothing, there's going to be canvases of this artwork, and it is all done by Noah. Obviously, the artist Noah, I think many of you, if you're Disney fans or fans of Disney art, will know about Noah, who has designed stuff for Disney before, and so I am really looking forward to seeing this, and it is great that this time they've decided to do apparel for both women and men, obviously, because usually with this kind of villains merchandise, lots of it gets centred on the Queen and Maleficent, Cruella, and the likes. So generally, guys don't get much in the way of being able to buy this stuff because it's all centred towards them lot. So the fact that they've gone for Chernabog and Scar is great to see that they are recognising that guys want to have this villains merchandise as well, and so that is really, really cool. So I think you should go and check it out. There'll be a link down below to the article on the Disney Parks blog, which has this new artwork, and so that is really cool. But as well as the new clothing, Noah has also designed a new vinylmation of Chernabog, a custom vinylmation, which looks really, really spectacular. I mean, it's only limited edition to 15, and so obviously I won't be getting it, but it looks really, really cool, and that is also shown on that Parks blog website, so you can go and see that if you want to as well. Just one last thing is that Noah will be signing his work on October the 20th from 3 till 6 p.m. at D Street at Downtown Disney in Disneyland. So definitely go and check that out if you are interested, and I would love to see it if anyone does get a chance to go and meet Noah for the signing of this, because I mean, this is just fantastic. I love the villains so much that this is just great news. So yeah, I'll stop rambling about that now, and we can just leave you with the fact that yes, some great new villains merchandise coming to the parks sometime soon. So now to finish off the news, we have a couple of pieces of other Disney news, and this week's Disney DVD and Blu-ray releases in the US are the Cinderella Down Edition and also Pete's Dragon, and both will be released as a 2-disc Blu-ray and DVD combo pack, as well as Cinderella being released as a 3-disc triple play, as well as a 6-disc trilogy, kind of trilogy set in the jewellery box packaging, which I don't know if you've seen that, but go and check it out on Amazon. They're both Cinderella and Pete's Dragon being released on Tuesday in stores, and so that is great stuff there. I know we've had it here in the UK for a couple of weeks now, Cinderella, but we haven't got Pete's Dragon, so I guess it kind of balances out that you guys are getting Pete's Dragon before us, but we got Cinderella. So there is actually no Disney DVD or Blu-ray releases here in the UK this week, but yeah, so US releases we have Cinderella and Pete's Dragon. So also this week saw an update from Disney Store UK regarding their pin release schedule. Now if you are a pin collector from the UK, you'll know that there is currently one pin released every 2 weeks from the online store, and for quite some time now that has taken place at 9 AM every Friday. And they actually told us when the pin was released on Friday, so 2 days ago, we got a new pin, a new Pete's Dragon pin actually. Looks really cool, and I think, as far as I'm aware, it's still available, so you guys can go and check that out if you want to. But that's not what I'm here to talk about. They've actually decided that they're going to be changing when the pin is released, and it's now going to be changing to 9 AM every other Thursday. So I know some of you may think that's not really much of a change, but they will be now taking into effect from Thursday the 11th of October, which is in 2 weeks' time, or just under 2 weeks' time, and there's going to be a Cinderella pin, which is going to be released. It actually looks really, really nice, and it may be one that I'd end up picking up, and so that is good stuff there. But it's just good to know, because sometimes some of these pins, they're all limited edition, and sometimes they sell out really, really fast, and so if you don't know that it's now going to be released on a Thursday, then I hope that may help you some way in getting the pins that you want to get. So yeah, just be aware of that we still think there's only going to be one released every 2 weeks, but it'll now be taking place on a Thursday morning at 9 AM. So really, that is all the news from Disney this week. There's not been loads of stuff, but as I said, there's lots of stuff happening actually this weekend at Walt Disney World, with the Epcot International Food and Wine Festival, with the Run Disney events, with the Frank and Weenie weekend. So some great stuff happening there, and quite a lot of news from Walt Disney World this week. But I hope you enjoyed the show. I hope you enjoyed finding out about all the latest Disney news. This has been the Disney News Show, episode 47, for today, Thursday the 30th of September 2012. And I hope you tune in for next week's episode. That'll be episode 48. And I hope you guys will leave any comments, any questions you have, leave them down below. I love hearing from you guys. I got some great feedback last week about my rant about the Avengers Blu-ray, when I just went on for ages about how much I was not happy with the release, and so it was great to hear from people, and I'd love to hear from you guys this week. What do you think to some of the things I've mentioned, and just let me know. So yeah, I thank you very, very much for watching. I hope you enjoyed it. I'll see you soon. Goodbye.